Welcome to part 2 of my Angular tutorial series, Components. Okay, so Angular components. So they can be thought of like Lego bricks. So you can put lots of Lego bricks together to make something great, and you can put lots of components together to make a really nice app. So how do we go about creating one of those, and how do they work in a basic form? Well, I'm going to show you. So you can see my app here. We've just got a very basic app with one component, which is the app component at the moment. And that just spits out a nice H1 with my title, as you can see, and the router outlet, which we will come to on in another video. That made no sense. So what I'm going to add today is just a component that shows a list of someone's favorite coffee. Mine in this case. So where are we going to add it? So we're going to add it here, just underneath, and let's just get into it. To create a component, let's just decide the folder where it's going to go. I think I'll just pop it in this app one for now. So I'm going to open in terminal in VS Code, very useful feature. And the command to add a component or generate one is ng g for generate, c for component, and then just the name of your component. So let's call it coffee list. So if I hit enter, it's going to generate. You can see it's done its thing. It's given us a nice folder with our component in. And it gives us these files that's automatically generated by the Angular CLI. So what have we got here? So we've got the HTML file, which contains the HTML for the component, self-contained. So at the moment it's just got a p tag, as you can see. We've got the SCSS file that's going to house all the styling just for our component, again self-contained, so that won't affect anything outside of the component. Got our testing file, which I don't know how many times people use that. I shouldn't say that. And then the component TS file, the TypeScript file. This will handle all our data, go grab it from services, or have variables that we can show in our HTML template. So I think the best way to do this is just to show how it works. So first of all, let's have a look at the TypeScript component. And you can see here we've got a selector. So you use the selector like a HTML element. So if you want to show your component, you would use this. So I'll show you how that works. So let's copy this, the name of our selector, and I want that to show in our app component as well. Let's bolt a Lego brick onto our app component. So let's go into our app component file again, and all we need to do, like I say, HTML element named after our selector. So coffee list. And there it is. That's just the p tag that you saw earlier. So let's get some data in here. Let's show a bit more of what this can do. So let's close that down for now so you can see a bit better. So let's say we have a name. So have that as a string. You'll see it all breaking because I haven't finished yet. It never waits for me. Name string, let's just say James. Cool. Nothing showing yet, bear with. So we've got a name. So let's go back to our file system and let's go to our HTML file. Get rid of this. Just add a H2 with, right, very important, the curly brackets. This is how we get our data showing in our HTML. So let's just type name, or try. As you can see, there's my name. Very good. So let's just finish it off. Favorite coffee is colon. Okay, that's our first bit. Now we just need our list of coffees, which I will define in the TypeScript file again. So let's give me some coffees that I like. So I'll just call them, I don't even think you call it coffees, but I'll just put, I'll say coffee list to be safe. And this will be an array of string. Don't know what I'm doing? Do a TypeScript course. It will help a lot. Okay, so let's get this array going. So I like coffee 1. I like coffee, can't type, 2. And I like coffee 3. I blame the fact that I normally work on a Windows machine and I've got a Windows keyboard, which throws me off. Some people may be able to relate. So now we've got my coffee list. So it's not showing still. Why not? Well, you haven't put it in HTML yet, have you, James? So let's go back here. Let's create an ordered list. Let's be nice. List item. Right, so one cool thing, we might come on to this in a bit more detail in another video, but you can do this ng-for, which is like a for loop, so it will spit out this element as many times as it needs to. I'll show you this working now. So ng-for, done it again, keep doing this. Right, let, so we want, let's just say C for coffee of coffee list. Okay, so for every, as you can see, we've got 3 elements in that coffee list, and it's trying to spit out a blank list item for each one so far. So that's our ng-for kicking in, but it's not showing any coffee name. Why not? Well, let's do our curly brackets and see. And there we go. There's our list of coffee. And as a component is only like a Lego brick, you can have as many of those Lego bricks as you want. So have a look in the app component again. We'll just copy that down a few times. There you go.